My name is Arjun. I was born in a middle-class family in Bangalore. My father worked in a private company, and my mother was a school teacher. We were not rich, but our home was full of love. But the most special person in my life has always been my younger brother, Rohit. Rohit was born when I was 8 years old. I still remember the day my parents brought him home from the hospital. I was standing near the door, excited, holding a small teddy bear I had saved money to buy. When I saw that tiny baby wrapped in a soft blue blanket, I felt something warm in my heart. From that day, I called him my little star. Growing up with Rohit was like living in a world full of laughter and mischief. He was a talkative child, always asking questions, always curious about everything. He followed me everywhere, to school, to the playground, even when I went to buy milk from the nearby shop. I sometimes got annoyed, but I also liked being his hero. He believed I could do everything. When we were kids, we shared one small room. At night, when the lights were off, we would talk for hours. He would ask me silly questions like, "Brother, do stars sleep at night?" And I would answer, pretending to be wise, "Of course they do. They sleep when we wake up." He would giggle and say, "Then I'll be a star and sleep in the sky someday." He was innocent, cheerful, and full of dreams. Our parents worked hard for us. Father was strict, but he loved us deeply. Mother was our strength. Every evening, she made us sit and study at the dining table. When Rohit got bored, she would tell him stories from her childhood. Life was simple. We had no gadgets, no smartphones, just each other. During school vacations, we went to our grandparents' house in the village. We played cricket in the field, climbed mango trees, and bathed in the pond. Rohit always wanted to win, even if it meant cheating a little in the game. I would laugh and let him win. Those were the golden days, full of sunshine, laughter, and love. When I was in college, life started to get serious. Father wanted me to study well so I could get a good job. I started spending more time with books. Rohit was in primary school then. He would come to my room with his notebooks and ask me to help with homework. Even when I was tired, I helped him, because his smile made everything worth it. He was not very good in studies, but he was creative. He loved drawing, music, and making small models with cardboard. Our parents sometimes scolded him for not studying enough, but I understood that he was different. Not less, just different. When I got good marks in my college exams, my parents were proud. But the happiest person was Rohit. He hugged me and said, "One day, I'll make you proud too." After I completed college, I got admission to an engineering college in another city. It was the first time I had to live away from home. Rohit cried a lot when I was leaving. "Bro, who will play cricket with me now?" he asked. I promised to call him every day, and I did. Every night before sleeping, I called home, and he would tell me about his school, his friends. We both missed each other badly. Sometimes, when I came home on weekends, he would not leave my side even for a moment. He would sleep beside me, holding my hand like when we were kids. During my college years, he grew up fast. He joined high school, became taller, and even started playing guitar. He was now more confident, full of life. But something changed too. I could see that he was struggling with studies. He tried his best, but books were not his strength. Father was worried, and sometimes he scolded him harshly. I felt bad but couldn't do much because I was away. One evening, when I came home for vacation, Rohit took me to the terrace. "Brother," he said seriously, "I don't want to be an engineer like you. I want to be a musician." I was surprised. "Are you sure?" I asked. "Yes," he said, his eyes shining. "Music makes me happy. I know it's not easy, but I'll work hard. I just want you to believe in me." And I did. When I told our parents, they were disappointed, Father especially. "Music is not a career," he said angrily. "You will waste your life." That night, I found Rohith sitting quietly in the balcony, his guitar beside him. I sat next to him and said, "Don't give up. I'll support you." He looked at me and smiled faintly. "Thanks, brother. You always understand me." After I got my first job, I started helping the family financially. Rohith completed school, but refused to take admission in college. Instead, he joined a small music academy. Father was angry and stopped talking to him for months. The atmosphere in the house became tense. I tried to keep peace, but it was hard. Rohith worked day and night, teaching guitar, performing in small cafes, and writing songs. He earned very little, but he was happy. I secretly helped him with money whenever I could. Mother stood between Father and Rohith like a bridge of peace. She believed that one day Rohith would succeed. Years passed. I got promoted at my job. I was busy building my career. But I always made time for Rohith. Every Sunday, we met for lunch. He would talk endlessly about his music, new songs, and dreams of having his own band. I loved seeing him so passionate. One day, Rohith called me with excitement in his voice. "Brother, guess what? A music director from Mumbai heard my song on YouTube. He wants me to come there for an audition." I was stunned and happy. It was the chance he had been waiting for. Father was still not happy, but I convinced him to let Rohith go. "He needs one chance, Father, just one," I said. Rohith went to Mumbai with his guitar and a small bag. I still remember how his eyes sparkled that morning. He hugged me tight and said, "Bro, I'll make you proud." Days passed. He called every night, telling us about auditions, struggles, and new friends. Life seemed hopeful. But one day, the calls stopped. I tried calling him, but his number was unreachable. Mother grew worried. 2 days later, we received a call from one of his friends in Mumbai. There had been an accident. Rohith was hit by a car while crossing a busy road. I felt my heart stop. My body went cold. We rushed to Mumbai. When I saw him lying in the hospital bed, unconscious, tubes all over him, I broke down. My little brother, my cheerful, talkative, loving Rohith, was lying still like a child asleep. Doctors said he was in a coma. Days turned into weeks. I stayed by his side, holding his hand, talking to him as if he could hear me. "Rohith, wake up, my star. You promised me you'd make me proud." Our parents were shattered. Mother prayed day and night. Father, who had never cried in front of us, cried silently when no one was watching. After 3 months of silence, one morning, as I was sitting beside his bed reading a book, I heard a faint whisper, "Brother." I looked up, shocked. Rohith's eyes were half open. Tears rolled down my face. I shouted for the doctor. It was a miracle. Slowly, with treatment and therapy, he recovered. He couldn't play the guitar for a long time because his right hand was weak, but he never gave up. He worked harder, practiced again and again, even when it hurt. I helped him every step of the way. driving him to the hospital, buying him a new guitar, encouraging him when he felt hopeless. And one day, he played again, the same tune he used to play in childhood. Our whole family cried that day, but this time, they were tears of happiness. 2 years later, Rohith released his first music album. It wasn't very big, but it touched people's hearts. His song, My Star, became popular online. The song was about me, his brother, who believed in him when no one else did. I couldn't stop crying when I heard it for the first time. Father, too, changed after that. He hugged Rohith and said, "I was wrong, son. You followed your heart. I'm proud of you." That moment healed everything. Rohith's career slowly grew. He started composing for small films, then advertisements, and later for big projects. People began to recognize him for his talent and sincerity. He never forgot where he came from. Whenever he performed, he looked at me and said, "For my brother, my hero." Today, years later, I sit in my office looking at a photo on my desk. The two of us as kids, smiling with ice cream in our hands. Rohith is now a successful music composer. I'm married and have 2 kids who adore their uncle. Every Sunday, our house is full of laughter again, like old times. He still calls me brother with that same warmth. Sometimes, late at night, when we sit on the balcony together, we talk about our journey. "Remember the time you said you'd be a star?" I ask. He laughs. "Yes, brother. I guess I became one, but only because you believed in me." I smile and say, "No, Rohith, you were always a star. I just saw it before the world did." Family is not just about living under one roof. It's about standing beside each other, believing in one another when the world doesn't. My brother taught me that love, patience, and faith can turn even pain into music. Whenever I hear his songs now, I close my eyes and feel that same warmth I felt the day I first held him as a baby. My little star who grew up to shine across the world. And in my heart, I whisper, "I'm proud of you, my brother."